Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you're welcome to my channel. It's been a while. God, it's been a while. I filmed the last video I filmed was on my birthday, and that was like last month. And 2020 has been kicking my butt. Like, it has been finishing me emotionally, especially. I've just been in a weird space. Like, I've not been inspired to film in a long time, so I haven't filmed. But today I felt like filming, and that's why you're here. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Onyinye, and I create beauty and lifestyle videos. So if you like that kind of content, or if you like my face, or you want to see more of me, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you get notifications whenever I upload. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate every single one of you. I've gotten like a few new subscribers since I've been MIA, and you guys are welcome. You're going to love being here. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about relationships, long distance relationship in particular, and my own experience specifically. So yeah, that's what today's video is going to be about. I think I've mentioned this in passing before here on my channel. I mentioned it once before that I am in a long distance relationship. It started as long distance and it will continue even after marriage. So I'm going to be in like a long distance marriage. I don't even know if that's like a thing, but yeah, that's like my situation. And talking to other people, like my friends, people around me, I realized that not many people see it like a normal thing. Not many people see it as ideal or anything. So I decided to film this video. I'm going to be talking about like my experience surviving a long distance relationship, and I have been in this relationship since the beginning of last year. That was in 2019, yeah. And then we got engaged in December of 2019, and we are currently planning like our marriage, hopefully by the end of the year. So that's like the background of the discussion. So I've obviously learned like a few things navigating the relationship, from like the getting to know each other stage down to like the dating proper and then proposal and now planning marriage. So I have learned like a few things along my way that has helped in sustaining our relationship, and that's like the tips I'm going to be sharing in this video. But I think I should do a disclaimer. Like, this is like my personal experience. It might not work the exact same way for you. So if you're in a long distance relationship and you are looking for ways to manage, these tips might help you, but they are not guaranteed because everybody's situation is different. You just have to apply it in your situation the way that it applies. You don't have to take like everything I say as the gospel. It might not work in your own situation. Just listen to me and then use your discretion, apply wisdom before apply it in your relationship. I think I've rambled enough. This intro is getting too long, so we are just going to go straight into the video. So the first thing I will say is that it's important that the both of you are on the same page. It is important that like the both of you understand and realize what you are going into. So from the very beginning, the both of you have to agree and be on the same page with the long distance relationship thing. If not, it's just going to be one person doing the whole work and the other person just slacking, and it's just going to be too much. And I don't know of any one-sided relationship that has worked before. So like the both of you need to be on board. The both of you need to agree. If long distance is not something that one party is okay with, then you guys might have to reconsider. The both of you have to be on board. You have to evaluate your situation. Is what you have strong enough to pursue a long distance relationship for? Is it worth it? If it's not, then it's better that you just count your losses and move on. There are plenty fishes in the sea. The both of you will end up happy eventually. So if it is not worth it, then there's no point going into it, because it's just be one person interested and the other person not, and it will just not work. Everybody will just be in their own city, in their own country, doing their thing, and that's not a relationship at all. Another thing that helped us and is still helping us navigate our relationship is putting everything on the table. Like everybody, every topic, every situation is up for discussion. There's nothing that is no, we're not going to be talking about it, we can't do this, we can't. No, everything, like every single thing is on the table and up for discussion. Everybody's movements, everybody's friends, especially in the beginning, is up for discussion. So there was a lot of explaining that had to be done about things, about work, about people, about friends, about family. You know, there's like everything. There's no limit of, oh no, he doesn't need to know this, no, he needs to know every single thing, because the person is not like with you, so like everything they know is what you tell them, so everything needs to be up for discussion. So that helped us in the beginning to build trust, and we always had something to talk about, so we just said like it was like a normal relationship. We'll talk about work, about our friends, the things that we got up to during the day. So it makes it easier, honestly. It makes it easier, so when one person is talking about something, it does not sound foreign or anything. If we are talking and then I say, oh, I went to work today and this person did this, he's not asking, oh, who is this person, because he knows. So like it's important to be as transparent as possible. No detail is too small, no detail is too big. It's important that you treat it as a normal relationship, especially with communication. In fact, communication is like another different point that I'm going to be talking about, but yeah, everything is on the table. So there's no room for doubt, there's no room for mistrust. Everybody knows what's going on and everybody's going to be fine. So the third thing that helped us in our situation is communication, and this one is difficult. I wouldn't even lie, this is like the most difficult part of the whole situation, and there is no right or wrong way to do it. There's no manual to do it. It is tricky, even for people who have been in relationship for a very long time. I think communication is still something that most people struggle with, and you just have to find the right way to do it in your relationship. You just have to find what works for you. Thankfully for us, our time difference is not that bad, so we could always compromise, we could always find time to talk. But then again, we are two adults living lives, so he has work, I have work, he has other things that he's doing, I have other things that I'm doing as well. And sometimes work schedule is usually not fixed, so sometimes I might be at work and then I'm in traffic till like 10 p.m. his situation is somehow as well. So sometimes we don't get to talk as much as we would love to, but when we have the time to, we can spend the whole day on the phone catching up and talking and just saying, I'm going to be unavailable from this time to this time or for the whole day. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to have a meeting from so I don't know when it's going to end, but I'll call you when I can. So like you communicate that as well. So that's what we do. When you can talk, we talk. When we can't talk, we communicate that, and the other person knows how to, you know, adjust or what to expect. So with communication, is one thing to, you know, have the time to talk and to talk when you can, but then there is also the issue of what to talk about. So don't just do good morning, how was your day, what are you going to do today kind of discussion. If not, the both of you will just get bored. You will just get bored and tired of the relationship very quickly. So it's important to talk, like talk about important life issues, things that you are going through, things that are affecting you, things that are useless sometimes. So don't just do like surface discussion. If not, it's not like you will just get tired, and that's like everything will just end, because you would feel like there is no connection between you and this person. So it is important to talk about tangible things. Don't hide things. And sometimes you might be feeling that like it's not an important detail, but it is, and you need to voice that out. You'll be surprised for how long you guys will spend talking about that. It's important that you guys laugh and joke, even discuss Instagram memes sometimes. Big brother, like if it's something that the both of you are interested in, you know. So have your light-hearted discussions, have your care kind of discussions, but also have like deep, serious conversations with your partner. It's very important. That's how like you guys get to know each other away from the surface. Like you dive deep and you get to actually know the real person. So yeah, so another tip that I'm going to be sharing is to have like a plan for visitation. So if you are countries apart, if you are states apart, if you are continents apart, it's important to have a plan of how you guys will do your visitation routine. So who has more time off work and when, who is going to go and see who and when, how much would that cost, how often will that be, what would that mean for you guys financially. So it's like you guys need to have a plan. And if you are like me and then you want to continue the distance even after marriage, then it is important that you have a plan, especially if you guys are both like 9 to 5 workers. I think like the most you can get off most corporate job is 1 month at a stretch. So you guys need plan. How often will the visitation be? Who does what? When is it going to be? Can you afford it? What's that going to mean for you financially? How soon do you have to start saving? You know, it's like important that you make this kind of plans. If not, you realize that 1 year don't pass, like nobody they see each other, and it's really difficult to feel like you are in a relationship just speaking with somebody on the phone. You get like you need to see them sometime. Physical part needs to be there. All your relationship can't just be like talking on the phone and just saying no. You guys need to make a plan to see. And in this situation, it is important that like the both of you feel equally involved. So it's not just one person doing the whole sacrifice. You need to plan for your visitation and see as often as possible. Everybody's situation is unique. For people who can see every single month, you can do that. If it's financially, you know, suitable for you. If you can do 3 times a month, it's up to you. If you can only do a couple of times a year, make sure that in those days, in those weeks, you guys make the most of it. So just, you know, plan ahead and do your thing. Another advice that I'm going to give is, I think this is the 5th one, is to not settle your disagreements through text message or WhatsApp message or DMs, or like that thing is just, you go won't die. You will just be so frustrated, you won't die, because like you will find that you would have 1 hour, 2 hours discussion. You spend all this time talking, and then you will go right back to where you started, and then you will start from the beginning again. So don't do it. I would just don't do it. If you guys are fighting, if you need to, you know, say something, call the person up and talk. Don't do text. I think that's something that I'm learning, because I am the text kind of person. Because sometimes I know that when I'm revved up like that, I don't want to speak because I would shout or maybe say something that I would regret. So I usually just, you know, take my time and just type everything out and send. But I'm learning not to do that any longer. I'm learning not to do, because like you will start the conversation like you're actually trying to, you know, relay everything on your mind and just say it so that the other person understands. But no, it's really that start dissecting the issue one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. And when it's looking like you're making progress, and it's looking like, oh, this discussion is beginning to make sense, it's beginning to realize it, you will just end up where you started from, and then it's to begin again. So like in that situation, like don't just do it. Don't do text message. If you need time to like cool off and then come back and talk, then do that. But text message, conflict resolution, holy work. That doesn't work. But if it works for you, like I said, it's my own situation. I don't advise that you do that. I think that sometimes it's better to just, you know, talk, hear the other person out, respond, and you guys just sort your issue, you apologize, and you move on swiftly. Another thing I'm going to be saying, which I have kind of alluded in like my previous point, is to build trust. And I mentioned this like when I was talking about communication, and when I was talking about like laying everything on the table. So those like talking about everything and anything will help you build trust, and trust is really important in a long distance relationship. Like, see, even when you are with the person in the same city and you don't trust them, is bad. Like, it's hard. Not to not talk of when you are countries, continents, states apart and you don't trust this person. Like, there's no how it works. There's no how it works. You will just live in like paranoia. You will just be paranoid for nothing. You just be anxious for nothing all of the time. So it is important that like you build trust, you trust each other, which is why in the beginning it's important that you communicate. It's important that you lay everything on the table, so that when your partner says they're going to be going here or doing this, you don't have any iota of doubt that they're going to be going there or doing exactly what they say they are going to be doing. So trust is very important. I don't know how else to stress this, but it's really important. You guys need to do everything you need to do to build trust. In the beginning there would be like doubts. In the beginning there will be doubts. I think the beginning is actually the foundation of the whole thing. In the beginning, when you don't know if this person is actually serious, why would they want to date somebody in a different country when there are women in the country that they are, you know? So like, so it's important important that everything is laid on the table from that beginning. Like, you guys need to communicate. Why is he deciding to do long distance? You guys need to talk it out, so you know the purpose from the beginning, and then you trust that they are actually who they say they are and they want what they say they want. So yeah, the last and probably the most important advice, the most important tip that I'm going to be giving in this video is not to compare your relationship with anybody else's relationship. Like, don't compare it with anybody, don't compare it with anything. Like, don't compare it, and don't compare at all. It's very, very important, because like, we live in a world where there is like an ideal for everything, especially when it comes to like relationship and couples and marriage and how it should be done. There's goals, relationship goals, keeps couples up and down, and then you begin to wish for what you don't have. So it's important that you don't compare at all. In all of the noise, in all of the social media goals, it's important that you realize that it is you and your partner who is in the relationship. And once the both of you are cool with your situation, once the both of you are okay with like your relationship, nothing else matters. Nobody apart from God should like design for you what the standard should be. Your standard is what you set for yourself. Your standard is God. Your standard is like the standard that God has put down. Outside of that, nothing else matters. If you begin to like listen to all the noise, you begin to absorb other people's insecurities. You would hear of situations of, I've read plenty of things like of like long distance relationship that never works, that it never works out, like it's never genuine. You can never trust that the other person is not cheating. You can never trust that it doesn't work, it's just a lie. You begin to just absorb all those insecurities that other people have, the experiences that are bad, unfortunately, that other people have experienced, and then you just begin to absorb it and you begin to project it in your own situation, and you use your hands to sabotage your situation. So don't compare. Realize that it is you and your partner and God in your relationship. Every other thing is secondary. With that, we've come to the end of this video. I really enjoyed filming this video. If you enjoyed watching, please give this video a thumbs up. I would also like to know if you are in a long distance relationship. Have you ever been in one? Are you in one now? What is your experience? What was your experience? If you also have like any video suggestions that you want me to film, just leave it in the comment section. Maybe that will motivate me to film more. That's it for this video, guys. Just give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you are not yet subscribed. Like, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.